We now have first-person intel from inside the Westview anomaly.
What are we looking at here? Is it an alternate reality, time travel?
It's a sitcom.
Starring 2 Avengers?
It's a working theory. Life moves fast out in the suburbs.
I think something's wrong here.
Should we just take it from the top?
Wanda!
I don't know how any of this started.
What? It's outside of Westview.
Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It's probably just a case of the Mondays. Am I right?
Back to the channel. This will be my WandaVision Episode 5 prediction video just in time for this Friday's episode. Spoiler warnings, we will be talking about the past episodes, so let's jump straight in. So the cat's out of the bag, we now know what he actually looks like. Holy shit, that is scary. I'm sorry, I love the way Marvel is going. I mean, we know the Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is going to be more of a horror themed film with Sam Raimi at the helm, but yeah, I really like the way they've made Dead Vision look. That sounds really weird, doesn't it? But yeah, where do I think this is going to go for this episode 5? I think we're not going to see Dead Vision for at least maybe. We're not going to see Dead Vision this episode, I don't think, but we might see it episode 6. One thing that might happen is we might see Dead Vision before she's even got to Westview yet, but I'll talk on that later in the video. So, in terms of Dead Vision, we now know that she's controlling him. So it'll be interesting to know how the other residents in Westview see him, whether they see him the way she sees him, or whether they see him, with a big hole in his head. So coming in at number 2, I think we're gonna see Wanda and Vision's first fight. This has been seen in the trailers more than once. We see them here, both of them fighting. Now, it's hard to kind of gauge where they're at this point. I do think this is in episode 5. There's some other things I think is going to happen in episode 5, but I have a theory that she is going to, something's going to snap, right? I think something's going to give, and it's going to cue Agnes. I think we'll see Agnes come in after this fight. She's either been in before, or she's going to come in after the whatever this is, this flight off, if you want. So I know it's not much to go off, but I do think that this is them fighting something that they're not agreeing on. So moving on, we know Agnes is there. I think if you actually go back, it shows that this is beforehand. It's daytime there. It looked nighttime in the last picture. So in the trailer, Wanda looks so shocked at what Agnes said. She said, let's take it from the top. And I do think that this episode will have a lot of Agnes in it. I think we'll definitely find out a lot more about Agnes in this. I think there's going to be major confusion on Wanda's behalf, because I don't think she gets reverted, which sounds strange, but if you think about it, Wanda has control over everything there. Even the sword employee who wore the hazmat suit that got turned into a beekeeper suit that has now just disappeared. I want to know more about that. I want to know where that guy went, because, has she just got rid of him? Where's he gone? So, yeah, I think Agnes will play a bigger role in this episode. I think we'll find out who she is, and I think Wanda will realise that she probably has some control over Agnes, but I think she'll find out she doesn't have as much control over Agnes. So coming in at number 3, I think we're going to see not as much sword as we did in episode 4, but I think we've coming away from the sitcom style episodes. I think episode 1, 2, and 3. They were the main sitcom episodes. I think now we're going to kind of jump back and forth between sitcom and sword. I think you'll start to see the sitcom element of the program deplete. I think Wanda is going to lose control of this reality that she's made, and I think things are going to start to crumble. In the trailer, we actually see a house, and I think that's going to be in a future episode, but there's walls missing and all sorts, so I do think she's going to lose her control over her reality. Who to? I don't know. Obviously, the Mephisto speculation, but it's not been confirmed yet, so we don't really know. Just going back to Agnes, I think one of the main points of this next episode will be the lineup board, you know, the board that has all the residents of Westview in it, and I think we'll get an explanation to who Agnes is. I hope we get an explanation to who Agnes is. I hope we get an explanation to who Dottie is. I think that this next episode will highlight a question mark over those two characters even more. We'll either find out who they are or we won't, and we'll find out in a later episode, but hopefully they'll leave us on a cliffhanger. So, coming in at number 4 for my predictions for episode 5, I think we might get a flashback to Wanda actually getting Vision after Endgame. We know from Marvel they were planning on setting up WandaVision at the end of Avengers Endgame, with Wanda breaking into the facility that held Vision, and that facility, I think, was SWORD. And I think this is why Tyler Hayward freaked out the moment he saw Vision. I think he was like, how has Vision managed to get out of the facility that he was being held in? Surely there's some question marks over that. You know, Wanda's not she's not rented a book to just hold on to. You know, she's taken a pretty high-tech piece of equipment that surely has some records for. So, you know, I think that's definitely something I think fans will want to see. You know, we now have the answer to him being dead. We know that. And it was a great reveal. I want to know how he's actually there. You know, did she stuff him in the boot of a car and drive as far away from the base she took him from as she could? You know what I mean? So that's definitely something we'll see in the future. There's no way they will have just scrapped this concept of actually taking him, because I think it's so important to the story. You know, we still have so many questions unanswered, and one of them is, you know, how did he get there? And coming in at number 5, I think the ending of the episode will leave us with Wanda opening her door and us seeing Quicksilver. Now, we know Evan Peters is credited in this series. If you actually search WandaVision in Google, he does actually come up in the cast, so it could be him. I feel like I am 99% certain that it's definitely going to be him. I feel like he's the only one that could give her that reaction. I could be wrong. Obviously, I could be wrong, but I'm certain it will be him. And I think the episode will end on it. It'll show her reaction. Actually, I don't actually think it will show him. I think it might just show her reaction, and then maybe episode 6 will start with it. Or we'll see it from his point of view, where he knocks on the door, she opens it, her face will look shocked, and then they'll pan the camera around and we'll see him. So I think that's one way they'll do it. You know, if we took a step back and said that, let's say it's not him, who could it be? Who would give her that reaction? I mean, the only one I could think of, the only other character that could make her look like that would be just Vision with his hole in his head. So I don't think it's going to be that. They revealed that last episode. I think I'm confident in saying it. We will see Quicksilver in episode 5. So just going back to you know, Wanda and Vision flying, I think that you're going to see that at the end of the episode. I think what my theory is that they'll have a fight. I think Vision's going to start to realise that something isn't right. I think that he will have encountered something that just doesn't sit right with him. He'll get a bit angry and he'll start flying, and then Wanda tries to calm him down. And then it all gets really heated, and next thing you know, knock at the door, and that's where I think we'll see Quick. So just before I'll end the video, it's been speculated that episode 6 will release on the same day, night, whatever, as episode 5. Now, this is obviously an episode 5 predictions video, so my intentions was to make an episode 6 predictions video afterwards, but if they do release straight after each other, I will just make a breakdown video of episode 6 and then just do an episode 7 predictions video. But if they don't, then I'll make my episode 6 predictions video too. And then just to add, they've said that there might be a episode 10 to the series, so they're adding 1 episode. Originally it's 9, and now there's rumors out there saying it'll be 10. So, hopefully it will be 10. Elizabeth Olsen's was interviewed recently, and she stated that there's a Luke Skywalker level cameo at the end of the series. So hopefully that episode 10 is going to be full of visual effects from maybe Doctor Strange. So thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more TV and film.